All right, peace, family. Black liberation. Another thing I want to talk about is the BET Awards. Okay, 2011 BET Awards. You had the one assistant part host who came on stage. This is a particular part in the BET Awards that I'm speaking on. Okay, the two hosts did the one assistant part. All right, and they always, every BET Award, they have some kind of contest or something, and one of the viewers win the contest, and they bring them on the BET Awards, and they get to announce the person who won the award or whatever. So when they brought this particular girl up, when she read the teleprompter, she said, okay, it's Chris Brown. Okay, and she said, no, she said it was Rihanna. Okay, Drake comes out and he accepted the award, but when he came out, if you take a close look at his shirt, he had a black shirt on and an owl from the bottom of his shirt to the top of his shirt. A golden owl. Okay, the owl represents Moloch. Okay, Moloch is a ancient deity in ancient times that people used to sacrifice their babies to. They used to sacrifice people to, you know, to gain riches, okay, or power from this deity. This is a demonic deity, okay. A lot of our artists and our entertainers are tied on to this Illuminati, this satanic worship or whatever, Freemasonry, okay. All this stuff is demonic, all right. So we have to take a look at that. You know, any of y'all that have Lil Wayne in your CD collection, Rick Ross, Nicki Minaj, and you take a close look at her name, Nicki Minaj, Menage a trois. You know, that's having sex with two other people other than yourself, is two, another guy, another female, if you a male or female or whatever, and you know, and all y'all are having sex together. All right, so that's wickedness. All right, her name is Nicki Minaj. You take a close listen to, you know, these entertainers, Jay-Z, Kanye West, all of your top entertainers, Beyonce. You know, when they're performing, look behind them. You know, this is dealing with metaphysics. All right, this is dealing with things that you might not see. You know, if you just listen to them, you're looking at how they dance or whatever they got on or whatever. You take a look around them. You start looking at their hand signals. You know, you start, you know, taking a close look at what's behind them, what's the symbols that are surrounding them. Okay, these are people who have made their allegiance with Lucifer. All right, they gain power. All right, all this stuff is being mentioned in the Bible. All right, that's why they have all this wealth. Okay, the white man's allowed them to go ahead and become rich like himself and to have some kind of money, but the money is not the power. We want money, we want cars with 20, 30-inch rims on them. Okay, we want all these fancy clothes, all these diamonds or whatever. Your kids don't have nothing to eat. You haven't put your mom in the house yet. You know, if you have a house that you own for yourself, you know, they're promoting drug dealing, crack. You know, if you
now the thing about these artists, like if you pay attention to the market that they hit, who is the market that these people is targeting? Now it's usually children between the ages of what? 10 and 17, what, 16? Because they understand that the money is not the power. The people is the power. And if you can get into the mind of the children and get the children to do the things that these rappers talk about that we know that they're not doing. Because if they was doing it, they wouldn't even talk about it. That's like if you know somebody sells drugs,
right?
He ain't gonna run around telling everybody he sells drugs. Like, I sell cocaine.
Not a wise one.
Yeah, not a wise one. Not anyone, because if they did, they would be locked up. The police ain't gonna be playing that. That's how you gotta understand. They targeting the children because these people, the higher powers, they understand that if you can get into that children's head, you can get into that child head. When he grows up, he gonna do exactly what you want him to do. Now, if you talk about selling drugs and messing with all these different women, and you gotta drive this kind of car, and you gotta do such and such, but you gotta do all this to get this, then they gonna do it because that's what they think they have to do. But you don't have nobody out here that's really telling these kids how to really be men, or how to really be women, or how to really be a unit. And these rappers, like if you a Freemason, you already know you're a friend of the police.
Pardon yourself 1 second.
Yeah.
They can't receive the income that these rappers are receiving. Okay? They spoke on conscious things. Okay? They telling you where you came from, how you descended from kings, who we are as black people, what we need to do for our communities. These rappers, they spit straight demonic stuff. You know, degrading you, telling you to disrespect your woman. Okay? Sell this crack. You know, ride around this car here, and it's become trendy. So that's all I want to say.
And my thing, like, if you look at it, like, I say over the last 2 years, about the last 2 years, like, okay, 3 years ago you ain't see that many gay people. I don't know how it is. I don't be in California all that. I heard San Francisco got a lot of faggots, and I heard Atlanta got a lot of faggots too. But I live in Raleigh, North Carolina. About 3 or 4 years ago, I didn't see that many, not faggots just straight out there, not dykes that's just straight like, okay, it's a whole gang of us and all of us are dykes. Or it's a whole gang of us and all of us are faggots. That didn't happen till, and I can say it, till really Nicki Minaj came out. When Nicki Minaj came out, I noticed a lot of these young females, about the age, about 14, 13, 14, 15, dressing like men, walking around like they hard, hollering at women, all up on women like that's what they supposed to be doing. Like they the opposite sex. And my thing is, we gotta really reevaluate what we talking about in this music, because this music actually is one vehicle that they use to keep us blind besides the schools. They use the music. Who owns the industries? Who's paying these rappers to talk about what they talking about? It's not us. Cause I'm not paying you nothing to talk about killing your brother all day, talk about degrading your sister all day. I'm not paying you for that. But who will pay you for that? The person that want you to talk about killing your brother. And these rappers, I mean, like I said, they're not doing it. They're not really out here selling drugs like you think. But it's somebody that actually is out here selling drugs like that. You know that. Oh, okay. We have time running out. But yeah. Really, all I want to say is we got to really get our mind right. We in these last days, you know, we been here too long. Talking ain't going to help. We done marched. We done talked. We done tried to stand side by side with these people. We done tried everything in the book. Only thing that we did not try yet is fighting. The only thing we ain't tried. The Native Americans' fault. The Africans' fault. The Japanese, everybody's fault except us. And people are looking at us like, man, what's wrong with these people?
That's why you don't get no respect from the other nations.
Yeah, the other nations don't respect you at all.
They don't care about you. And the white man know that we're the people of rhythm. You know, the people are the. They know that drum, that rhythm that we have, that we're in. You know, we're in cahoots with. You know, when you hear the Gucci Man and you hear the bass and the boom, he ain't really talking about nothing. If you put him on what you call it? Just
acapella.
Okay.
Acapella.
You put him on that.
You gonna tell me,
you know,
shut up.
take that beat away. You ain't gonna want to listen to that. He gonna sound like he retarded or something. You know, we deal with the rhythm, with how that bass, how the sound sound.
And that's something deep
know?
too, because you think about it. Any song that you hear on the radio, any song that you hear in the club, any song that you usually play in your radios, your CD players, they have hot beats. Now, the beat is really the rhythm that people are listening to. They're not really listening to the lyrics, because if they listen to the lyrics, they will understand that these people really not talking about anything. It's the beat that keep people intrigued. So we gotta really, what's the word I'm looking for? We gotta really come together and really think about what we're doing as people, man. Because we can't, I don't want to be here in 50 years going through the same thing, and my grandkids going through the same thing that I went through, man. Because I know, like, the ancestors, they really upset right now. They have to be, because it's a lot of us that died, like lost their life for us to really to come up, and we still in the same position that we was, worse than we was when we was in slavery. Because when we was in slavery, at least we knew where we stood. At least we knew who the opposition was. We knew who the enemy was. We knew who was hanging us on the tree. Even though he used different tactics to mess our mind up, but we still had a thought to know, like, okay, this man is actually against us. Ain't nothing really that this man gonna do that's really for me. But now, it's like
he laid back now.
Yeah,
he laid back. He didn't accomplish what he was trying to do back then. That's why the white man is not so much of a threat now to you, because he's accomplished everything. He's laid back. He can go to the suburbs and see how his light's still on. His blinds are open. Okay? And he's laying up in there watching TV with his feet up. But you come to your neighborhood, you got bars in your windows. You got bars in your doors. Okay? You got your door locked. You got damn 3 or 4 lamb locks in your doors. You know what I'm saying? To protect yourselves from your goddamn self, which is your neighbor. Okay? The Bible says love thy neighbor. Your neighbor is who's around you. Your people. You are the Israelites. Okay? You are the people of the books. Alright? The indigenous people or whatever. That's your neighbor. It's not the white man. Alright? So, I want to say praise Yahweh.
Praise Yah.
Praise Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua, Yahweh Shah, the true name of the Messiah. We the tribe of Yahudah. Okay? And Yahudah means I will praise Yahweh. That's what Yahudah means. Goddamn Jew don't mean shit. Okay? It's the beast, the devil. Okay? Y'all start looking for yourselves. You ain't gotta so much buy all these books. You know, just start observing things and studying people. Studying people around you, studying your surroundings. Start watching the television from a different view. Alright? Don't just get entertained by that. Because entertain and contain and detain, okay? And you being entertained, okay? Tain is you're bound. You know, you sitting there, okay? That's containment, detainment, entertainment. You sit there being confined to a certain place, watching this, and you start imitating Gucci Mane. You start imitating Nicki Minaj, okay? And we're imitating the goddamn beast, the white man. Okay?
And the kids gonna do it because they don't have no parents. Yo, praise Yah, not the rays from the sky. We worship in the sun, still created by the Most High. We don't die. Death is of the flesh, so when you thought that I died, yo, I only resurrect. We were blessed, we were cursed, in nakedness and thirst, dependent on our enemies to tell us our worth. Spread across the earth, the world is a system. The Israelite children turned into shipment, slaves of the new world, fulfill the prophecy, the illuminated, the 13 colonies, bunch of Freemasons, setting up the policy. Every man's equal except niggas, they property. I drop this, not giving a fuck who's watching me. I don't cast judgment, just harass subjects, just harass rappers, just half of them lack substance. With the golden staff in my clutches, I crush this. Yeah, they say with fire I should fight fire. So I'm walking crackers down like Mike Myers. The industry full of biters that like to bite biters. It's like watching Mike Tyson fight Mike Tyson. Yeah, look, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You going through a famine, now look at who run the planet. Set a standard, this is not Reverend Sanders. I'm building like 10 hammers, a stone wall standing. Original Mason in the sign of admiration. Your calculations at best put half your nation in debt. Congratulations, I guess. Killing your own people behind the corporate desk. Cooperation with death. You really thinking Obama's inauguration was best, but only a slave mind would consider that a success. So pay attention, you see the last of the best. You pay attention, you see them gas through your flesh. Yes.